Good afternoon. This is Chris Brecher with the Simpler Stocks free video for February 9th, 2016. As you see, it's about 2 minutes after the bell. Basically, today was one of those measuring gaps down that we almost fulfilled the whole measuring gap. But like I had warned on Simpler Stocks, actually on the forum, on the premium forum over the weekend and this morning, and on the premium chat before the opening, that I said watch the transports. There were a lot of stocks in the transports that were starting to look pretty good. And if the transports turn, it might be able to pull the market out of its doldrums, at least from the lows. So let me show you what happened today. Right now, with 3 minutes after the close, the ES are down 26. They were down 50. You have the NASDAQ down 63. Before it was down like infinity. I mean, no kidding aside, it was down about 130. Russell was down about 30. You have the Dow Jones down about 400. You have the bonds stay up, like up 217. You had the transports only down 18. They were down almost 200. So let me show you what I think pulled around the market. Number one, this is what I want you to see in a 195. Here was that little head and shoulders we were talking about in the ESs. And what did we do? We went and filled it, basically. That's why I thought we bounced number one. Number two is unlink this and show the transports on the right. And I want you to see a 15-minute chart of the ESs on the left. And I want you to see a 15-minute chart of the Dow Jones transports on the right. Actually, on the left, let's take off the 24 hours, just put up SPX. It's easier to see. What you'll see in here is that when the SPX went to a new low, it was on positive divergence. But when the SPX went to a new low, the transports had a positive divergence. That's a lot more important than the MACD. That the transports held its low while the Dow Jones, while the SPX went down. I'm not the only trader that watches things like that. Then what happened is when the transports popped above this level, let me take off the arrow so you can see it better. Right here, when they popped up where they made a new high for the day, basically from the opening, that's when you saw the acceleration right here of the ESs go from basically down 40 to down 25 in a blink. So that was the reason, is the outperformance of the transports. Another thing in here was the consumer staples acted great all day. Check out Johnson & Johnson here. Now this is always a flight to quality. But watch McDonald's on the right. And an astute reader, subscriber pointed this out to me. Notice that McDonald's just had another one that had a higher low, but notice this on a daily chart. And notice how far this went down literally in 4 sessions from 124 to 112. Look how oversold it got, and then you got a great bounce today and basically closed almost on its high for the day. Very interesting stuff going on. What do I think happens now? Well, one is it was a heck of a rally of the ESs. Let me tell you why I think the ESs rallied. Besides the transports rallying, besides stocks like the rails rallying, which I had called and actually posted the charts before the opening about KSU, was starting to look pretty good on a chart. Check out this chart of KSU today. This was a real winner. If you would have listened to me on the Simpler Stocks Premium Forum, you could have made at least 3 points on that. Great move in there today. But the reason I do is at the last minute, Bloomberg came out and said he's really thinking of throwing his hat in the ring for the presidential race. He's a lot more business friendly, and I think the idea of him coming in sort of put a bid under the market. So this is something just got on my iPhone that just came through literally at 3:59 that Michael Bloomberg tells Financial Times he's considering presidential run. I know he considered it before, but this is the first time that he actually said that to the Financial Times, and I think that had a big influence on the market. What do I look for tomorrow? First thing you need to do in here is you need to look at the individual stocks that had gone up, and you need to look at the Facebooks of the world. You need to see if they fulfilled their measuring gaps. If you look in here, let's take 109 to 104, 5 points from the high today, which is 102, gets you to 97. That's close enough for me. So those are the type of stocks I'm going to see if they can lead tomorrow. So you see on here, Facebook right on the close had this little sell program. After the close, it's up a little. But we have to see if this is going to be like KSU. And what do I mean? These are in completely unrelated groups, right? Except, look at these little Stewie patterns forming in here. beautiful Stewie pattern on the right? Are we going to have one on the left? Those are the type of things. If this can consistently get over this 100 level, you could get a move to fill the gap. Now, the key in here, what do you see on both charts? Overbought. To have the energy to go up more, you need to work that off. Now, as you see on KSU on the right, the first pop up, it worked off its overbought condition in a really productive way. Let's see if Facebook tomorrow can work off this overbought condition by just consolidating just like KSU did on the right. So I'm going to be watching a lot of stocks like that had similar patterns that basically had a nice pop at the end of the day. Let's see how they act to work off the overbought. So I hope that helps everybody. Like we have a $7 30-day trial. Other thing is what that includes is the forum that everybody posts during the day. I post a lot during the day. I post unusual option activity as I see it. And at night I post index charts and interesting stock charts. Oddly, every chart I posted last night was a transport stock. And let me just show you this. Let me just show you what we're looking at in here, what you get with your premium. You go in here, and this is the premium part. Let me take off the arrows. And in the premium part, you get this. You get Learning Center, where we actually do some training. And to actually, on the 10th, we're going to do about a 15-minute just free webinar after the close talking about the MACD. But we have a forum. We have some meetup. And that's where I do the webinars. We have a chat room that's an hour every morning. I do the videos at night, like But I want to show you these chart ideas because I want to show you something sort of neat. This is what I posted this morning, 5:48 a.m., looking for any bullish charts. Now, I want you to see what I posted in here because I think it's pretty neat. Check this out. LSTR, KEX, KSU, CSX, SAVE, and UPS. Now look at what those stocks did today. Now, this was at 5:48 a.m. That's what I mean. Go and look at what of these are. Look what I said in here. With the market way down this morning, I thought I would be contrarian and show some longer-term bullish ideas. Most of these are starting to turn the corner. And that's what I said is the ones I pulled are from the Dow Jones Transports. As I mentioned, this index has already fulfilled some downside objectives. Let me just show you something sort of interesting today. Check out KSU. We're going to put this on I'm going to put it on a 78 and a 15. You already know what it looks like on a 15. Let's put in UPS. Let's put in LSTR. Check this out. Every single one I put up there led the market today. Those are the type of things you get on the Simpler Stocks premium side. So I hope you enjoyed this. I hope you sign up for the trial, and I'll talk to you soon.